Hello and welcome back to Syrasi Plays Golden Sun. In the last episode, we retrieved the final elemental stars and triggered an eruption of Mount Aleph, which turns out to be a volcano. And the villains kidnapped Jenna and Creighton in order to force Isaac and Garrett to give them the other stars. And before they could get the Mars star, the eruption triggered and the villains decided to leave and abandon Isaac and Garrett to die. But the wise one, who is this sentient floating rock with an eyeball, saved them and tasked them with recovering the elemental stars, or not clearly. Watch the previous video for my commentary and imaginings about what might be going on behind the scenes that the game never explicitly tells you. So Vale has sent us off on our quest to seek out this other group and do whatever. They really don't tell you what you're supposed to be doing, and that's part of what makes this kind of hilarious. But anyway, here's the world map. You can zoom out so you can see Vale is right here with Mount Aleph behind it, and over there there's another city and a mountain, and a cave, and down there there's a little thing flying around, which we'll see soon. You can also look at the overall world, which will add locations as you travel around. And this big thing right here is the continent of Angara, which is roughly based on Eurasia in our world. So you can see like there's a snow region up here, there's a big desert down here, and pretty much the rest of it is deserts and rivers and mountains. And those rivers and mountains pretty much determine the path you advance through the game. Down here's a sea, the Karagal Sea, as you will eventually see once we get there, and the northern part of the continent of Gondwana, which is the stand-in for Africa in this game. Over here you can see other continents which are not featured in this game. They're featured in the second game, which includes the entire world apart from this section right here. And over here is the continent of Hesperia, and down here is the tip of Indra, I guess. Which North America and India, some continent specifically. So we're going to be heading to all these areas over the course of the playthrough, and I'm looking forward to that. But before we do anything else, I want to take care of this item that I got. So this is an item that you can equip that teaches you a different kind of synergy that you can use. And this one specifically is, how do I get this to work? There. Okay. I'm going to show you how the catch synergy works so that we can take care of that quickly. So I just left Vale on my journey, and then I immediately came back and no one even notices, which is kind of hilarious actually. But I really want to give the example of how this works while I just got it so it doesn't get confusing later. Because synergy can be used in battle, sure, but the synergy that affects the game world around you is kind of the most interesting part of this game. So catch lets you retrieve items from a distance away, and this nut on this tree can be caught. Look, it's a nut. Aw, nuts. So herbs are the 50 HP basic healing item you can find. Nuts are the next step up. They're kind of like the high potions if this were Final Fantasy. They're 200 HP. And I've got all of Jenna's old gear, which I removed from her before she was kidnapped, because I am such a min-maxer with the money. It's kind of hard to get enough money in this game early on, because the items in the shops are pretty expensive based on what you're getting in average. So I'm just going to quickly sell all that so that I have a nice little nest egg starting out on the journey. So, yep. Don't ask any questions about me selling this dress. What, can't a 17-year-old boy have a dress? Come on. It's 2017, man. Calm down. I won't buy anything else here. I'll save onto my money because each city you get basically new sets of armor, And it gets more or less exponentially better, so you kind of want to upgrade at each place, even though you can't afford it all, which is really frustrating. Unless you grind a lot for money, which is really annoying. Oh, hello! We are meeting our first friend. In the previous video, we saw the Djinn flee from Soul Sanctum, and this is the first of them, Flint, the Earth Elemental. They are part of probably the most fun mechanic of Golden Sun, the one that really distinguishes it from other games. No, I don't think any other RPG has anything quite like the Djinn system. So this is everything they tell you at this part of the game is very, very confusing until you see it happen in practice. Then it's extremely simple. Yeah, I'll take you with me, Flint. I want to eat your chips or anything. Oh, sorry. I wanted to get that dialogue. If you keep saying no, he'll give you more and more excuses for why you should accept him. And he won't take no for an answer. But eventually he'll start saying, like, come on, I won't eat your chips or anything. And it's really cute, so just need to mention that. Oh, the mandatory tutorial. Oh, and they even go slowly through everything. So you feel free to watch this. I know how it all works, and since I'm the one playing the game, you don't really need to worry about it too much since I'm kind of the one playing. But if you want to go out and play the game, then feel free to pay close attention, because this is a very, very fun part of the game. I'm usually really boring though, because I like to have everyone just have the Djinn of their own element. Later on in the game, when I actually have a decent amount of Jinni is the plural, singular. I'm so messed up right now. Sorry, it's been a long day. Djinn is the plural and Jinni is the singular. So once I have a bunch of them, I'm going to start experimenting more with the classes, but generally speaking, the most effective way is to just give everyone their own element. Eventually, you're going to have to mix it up a bit because you need certain synergy abilities that you can't get otherwise to advance through puzzles and stuff, but basically just like give Earth to Isaac, Fire to Garrett, and once you get the other party members later on, give them each their own elemental. Because the way party members is going to work in this first game is you get one of each element. It's pretty simple, but not really something I'd complain about. It's kind of what you'd expect. Yeah, we killed the zombie. You can be very useful. Summoning is such a fun part of this game. It's the easiest way to rig boss battles in your favor. Here we go. Loud noise, sorry. Apologies for that. Ah, yes. So if it's red, it's inactive. So I'm going to set it to active. You can see my stats are going to increase notably. Djinn are basically the way you get class upgrades, stat upgrades in this game. And right now I'm a Squire, which is the basic Earth Elemental class for Isaac. And that's pretty standard class. It's not anything special. And Garrett's base class is Guard, because he's more of a defensive character. But if I get a second Jinni, then Isaac will change classes, because it's like every 2 that it changes. And changing classes can unlock new synergy. It gives you significant boosts to your stats, way more than just having a Djinn, which has stat bonuses on its own. And yeah, it's just really cool. So for example, if I give this to Garrett, he becomes a Brute, because a Fire Adept who has an Earth Elemental becomes a Brute. That's just the way it is. And they have their whole class tiers. You can look it up online if you're really curious, because there's just a huge combination of classes you can get. It is where they put a lot of the design element efforts into in this game. It's really impressive. So here's our first battle. We're easily able to take care of this, no problem. Village. Oh, covered wagons. Hmm. 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 Ivan. What? I will point out that that's pretty much the only point we see those stones falling. So basically, I mentioned that inside that giant cave in Mount Aleph that seemed like there were a ton of synergy stones on the ceiling that were reflecting on the water. Yeah, when it erupted, those spread all across the world, and if you remember, synergy stones cause people to become adepts. So there's going to be strange shenanigans happening all over the world now, because these synergy stones are going to be falling everywhere. And we get to see how people who are in this extremely depopulated medieval tech world with very, very few people who actually have synergy have to encounter a world where suddenly there's weird stuff happening. So this is the second city in the game, Vault. It's not a very exciting village, but there's lots of neat little things here. You come back here a lot later in the game for things you can do later. No. Yeah, we're on an adventure. Like Bilbo Baggins. Yeah, I'm pure of heart. Yep. Yeah, I would leave town too if there was an eruption, to be fair. Aww. Oof, that's rough, buddy. Here's a jail. Very nice. Very nice jail. Yikes. Uh-huh. That was them. They did pass through here. Interesting. No artifacts. Artifacts are special items that have awesome powers. They're very, very worth it. So, gotta get rid of those garbage equipment. I mean, travel vest is not very good, but compared to a cotton shirt, yeah, it's better armor. The people in this country just really don't have much in the way of weapons. To be fair, we're in a tiny village with like maybe 20 people, so the economy of Angara is kind of yikes. Okay, good defense, good defense. Okay, good defense is always good to have. Can I afford any weapons? Probably not, but why not check? That is significantly better than the sword, and it's not much more money. Interesting. And there's no other stats like accuracy or anything. Are you missing something? Missing what? Oh, yeah. Appears there's been more than one robbery in this town. Maybe we should investigate. What? Oh, you're gonna get weird powers, buddy. Wait, what was that? There's water in that barrel. I've never seen that before. I guess it's because I'm on a bigger screen with my computer. Cool. Even more detail than I didn't know was in this game. See, is that what you think adventurers do? Be careful, they might also take tired memes to the knee. That's suspicious. That's very suspicious. Let's check it out. Hello, suspicious person who looks like Severus Snape. Sounds like an MRA. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, well, let's see what I can find. No, I don't have evidence of that. We don't even know what was stolen. Wait, but you just... Are you accusing us of stealing Hammett's treasured shaman rod? No. We don't even know what was stolen, but you just said you did. Wow, this... Wow, you don't even know how to do this. Puppy! Hello, puppy. Nobody's stealing anything. Good job, buddy. No one living here would break the law. Wow, it's nice to know you have such a utopian little village. It is a really nice place to build a village, though. You've got this little watchtower. Sorry. Oops. Oh, hello, Venus to Ginny, but nope, I cannot get into you until later in the game, because there's a secret here to get over there. Anyway, there's one place I have not yet been, and I have a feeling that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to know what they are. Aww. Aww. And here we go. What? What? Invasion of privacy, buddy. I am quite troubled. Master Hammett's rod was stolen. Would you please help me get my master's rod back? Yeah, I'll help you, buddy. Thank you. With your help, I believe we can recover the rod. Your names are... Isaac and Garrett. I am Ivan. Pleased to meet you. My ability to read people's minds frightens you, doesn't it? Am I really? Is my mind read so frightening? Yeah, that's kind of creepy that you just do that. Oh, my mind, stop reading my... This is such... So this is one of the most fun functions of this game, and also, bizarrely, one of the most ethically dubious. Because, like, the notion of reading someone's mind is, like, really, really problematic, because you're like, it's such a breach of privacy, but it's such a fun mechanic, and I can't avoid it, and it's just like, there's so much information you can get from NPCs that you can only get by reading minds. So, like, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. This is so ethically dubious. Second, third party member, that is. Oh, Ivan. He's one of my favorite characters in the party. Okay, so we've got mind read set. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Oh yeah, you can also read animals' minds, which is really cool. Yikes! Yikes. Yeah, ethics of mind reading, I'm telling ya. Well, let's go read some minds, because we can. Well, that's pretty confirming everything. Yep. Because I really want to do the thing. Oh, Upper. What about the guy on lookout? He's gotta have interesting thoughts since he's up all the way up here. You have no idea what that thing is, do you? It's actually an extremely weak weapon, but extremely important for the game, so that's that. We gotta get it. Oh. Oh wow. Priest is just gonna skip town. Oh, you did lose your... Oh. Oh wow. So it turns out that they had a fake statue here after they stole the real one. That's great. Sounds like my dad. Everyone knows what's going on. That's another point where we have this anti-materialism thing popping up. Goma range. I'll remember that. You hate your neighbor, don't you, buddy? Just like Chuck Tingle hates Ted. Oh. Oh. This is why I do it, because they put so much work into this game beyond just the regular RPG where you just have dialogue for every NPC that they repeat. Not only does the dialogue for most NPCs change as events happen, but they also wrote dialogue for what they're thinking as well. They put so much work into this, and I have to use the mind reading, even if it's extremely ethically dubious, because I want to appreciate all the work they put in, you know? Yup. So capitalism. Okay, here's the fun little mini game. Yep, can't catch him. What are we gonna do? Hmm. Got him. Yep. Well. Okay, it looks like I can't get any more info out of them. Oh, that mini game's a little bit disappointing, I have to say. Sorry I didn't have much commentary during it. Yeah, I want Ivan to have full synergy back before we go forward. Just because. No reason. Yikes. Toxic relationship. Ah, yes. This is how it's done. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. They use the theme of the evil villains. Oh, those thieves. You're pretty persistent for one of Hammett's whelps, kid. What's it to ya? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I'm not letting you go. Oh. Oh, you don't even know what you're going up against. You can't handle any of this. Mm-mm. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so this is our first battle with Ivan as a friend. So we're gonna just totally unload synergy on them. So Ivan is a wind adept, a Jupiter adept, and they're characterized by several things. First of all, they have the highest speed of any of the adepts in the game. They almost always go first. Second, they have really powerful synergy. They're kind of like speedy casters, you might want to think. The other thing is they're extremely frail. They have really the lowest defense and the lowest HP of anyone in the game as well. So they're basically the black mages. Think of it that way. Definitely the best comparison, I'd say. Oh, I already took down one of them. Because they are not prepared to deal with people who can summon fire, earthquakes, and lightning. Oh, nice. Yikes. I'm just gonna regular attack them. There we go. Go, Garrett. Getting tough, buddy. Oh, bandit sword. Nice. Stealing from others is wrong. Thanks, Garrett. Thanks, Garrett. Evil never prevails. Oh, Ivan. You just have no regard for people's privacies. Yeah, we should stop him. Yeah, that happens a lot, frankly. Oh, yikes. Well, that's pretty humane for a medieval society. Generally speaking, you'd probably hang a thief, but okay. Or fine them, probably. Yeah, hanging is more of a early modern British thing. Unless it was. Yeah, hanging happens a lot too. Depends on the time period, really. No, they will not forget it, that's for sure. Yay, we helped. We helped. They stole someone's ashes. Nice. Yeah, this is just an idyllic little town, you know. Oof. That's rough, buddy. Thanks for your help. Now, no reward for you. Oh, maybe you do. Oh. Yeah, you did. No, it's not goodbye. I have a feeling. Hmm. Ah, the shaman's rod. Yep. I'm gonna equip that. No, guess not. Okay. Well, we recovered the items of the village, helped out Ivan, who is not joining our party as it turns out at this point in time, and got a nice item from the bandits. Let's quickly talk to this guy before we finish up. Ooh, that's a good item. Yeah, we are. Okay, well, we have gotten a really, really rare, powerful item that revives people when they're defeated in battle. And now we're going to head out in pursuit of Saturos, Minardi, and Felix, and the rest of the gang over there across the mountains. And we will do that next time on Syrasi Plays Golden Sun. See you then!